Okay.
Tell me about the snow.
So the snow was weird because it happened like early March, and in your head, March is like springtime because again, like flowers come out, like it's meant to get sunnier, and yes, technically, according to science, winter doesn't stop until like a good 3 weeks into March, but like it should be getting lighter, and instead there we were in like the wind and the snow, and it was all just a bit miserable. And so and loads of people love snow, and I've never really been one of those people, and I was there wearing thermals under my jeans and stuff instead of wearing lighter jackets and taking off layers, which was just a bit of a stupid thing to have to think about, but which made everything a bit bulkier. And again, it's that awful thing of getting on a train at the end of a long day and it being really, really hot on the train but really cold outside, and it being stuffy, and of course there being less trains because of the weather, and then you've got to walk back late, and it's all a bit of a mess. And also people love to post about the snow. You go on your phone and everybody suddenly is like, oh my god, snow. And again, those people love it. It's this huge phenomenon, and I guess it's because we don't get it very much. But I don't know, to me it's never really been that big a deal. I've always loved it if ever we go somewhere like a snowy country where everything's completely decked out in white and you can't even see the ground. But I know I always found it a bit sad, kind of looking at trees and stuff and looking at bits of grass that pop through the snow. It's kind of like a reminder that it's going to go away. And also the day after, after it's been really snowy, then it goes all sludgy and disgusting and grey, and it goes icy, and people hurt themselves, and it's just a bit of a letdown. And I remember I was trying to leave after a rehearsal, a quite disappointing rehearsal as well, which is never fun. And I was trying to get back to my dad's in Epsom, which usually takes me about an hour, but I knew that because of the weather it would take a lot longer. And I couldn't get on a bus, they were cancelled, and the underground was running really slowly, and then the train I was meant to get on got delayed by half an hour, and I was tired, and it was a long day. And then I was wrapped up as much as I could be with my thermals on, and then I was walking back to my dad's in the dark, and the wind was howling. But then I got to this park that I have to walk through, and I always have to walk to this park to get to my dad's house. It's non-negotiable, and I usually don't like it very much because it's a bit dark, and again sometimes there are kind of weird people hanging out in the park. But because of the weather, no one was out, and it was about 9:30, and I was walking by myself completely. And the cool thing about snow, of course, is that it's so quiet. With rain and stuff, it's so noisy and you can hear it and it rattles and all that kind of thing. But with snow, because there's obviously less impact or whatever, it's such a silent form of weather, especially when there isn't wind. And so it was late at night, it was just me wrapped up with the snow falling all around me in the dark, and it was kind of nice. And I was I don't know, I actually enjoyed it for a change.